Alright guys, what up? If you recall, I did a video a few days ago, maybe it was last week or something, about Meek Mill putting up $100K for somebody, an investigator, to find out where his name is involved in all these Diddy accusations. Well, I just came across this video here on the YouTubes that talks a little bit more about Meek Mill and his involvement with Diddy. You know, as of just a few days ago, there have been reports of 120 new allegations against Diddy, some of them involving minors. It's just absolutely crazy. Wild. Probably expected by some, as Wendy Williams, in her fragile state that she's in right now, has been saying herself that there's no surprise to her that all these allegations have been coming out. Let's take a look at this.
Kids have like an hour left, so get extra comfortable, kids, because after that, y'all gotta go. It's a wrap for y'all, because this thing turns into something that when y'all get older, y'all won't
Trying to groom them.
Has previously been
Groom him for the freak-offs.
Sean Combs, who is now, as we know, behind bars. I have the right to say I ain't gay, and I'll trash anybody that play with my manhood. LOL.
Oh, honey, the tea just keeps getting hotter. So apparently Diddy's bodyguard has had enough and spilled all the beans. Diddy and Meek Mill were allegedly clapping each other's cheeks.
That's right. Apparently Diddy's bodyguard is saying a whole whack of stuff. There's interviews on interviews that he's been on talking about Meek Mill's involvement with Diddy, all this stuff.
Everyone and their mother is jumping ship, abandoning Diddy and airing all his dirty laundry. But what's Millie gonna do now that the feds are saying Diddy might end up rotting in jail? Is Meek still going to stick to his story that the recording was computer generated? Remember when that lawsuit basically confirmed the rumors? Yeah, messy. And let me tell you, these artists might sing a
Oh my.
good game, but sometimes their lyrics are a straight up mirror to their lives. Meek Mill, for example, practices what he preaches in his songs. Remember that joint he did with Justin Timberlake titled Believe after he got out of prison in 2019? He spits, follow your dreams, not your addictions. How we going to follow our dreams locked in a prison now? This is where Millie started messing up. Instead of following his advice, he immediately jumped on social media to respond
Y'all remember when Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj dated and Drake was all over that? Hilarity.
to every little claim against him and Diddy, making him look guilty as sin.
Quote, from the streets of Philly to becoming a millionaire to helping reform the system to bridging a gap of billionaires to interacting with the rap culture that results in success, it's a lot of people hating on me on the low. They don't play with guns, they do campaigns.
And speaking of quick responses, remember the whole Will and Jada thing with Dwayne that Ballo spilled on Tasha K's show? When Will and Jada responded in less than 9 hours, you just knew it hit too close to home. Meek's reaction to the Diddy rumors was just as fast and equally weird. That tweet where he said, when I got a girl around me, I'm effing her twice a day, LOL, ask some of your favorites P, don't control me, was a straight up clown move.
You know, she's right when she says that. If somebody is responding to drama on the internet and responding within 5 minutes, I'm sorry. There is definitely, most definitely some shred of guilt that person must be feeling. If it wasn't true, you wouldn't give a rip. You wouldn't care. You'd let it fly out, just like all the other rumors that I'm sure are probably out. There's probably conspiracy theories about Will and Jada Smith being part of Scientology and just being crazy ass people or doing all this crazy ass shit. They ain't responding to that stuff. No, no, no. Only when it comes to these crazy allegations, ladies and gentlemen, the proof may be in the pudding.
One fan even said, nah, this tweet immediately made me think of the scene, this ninja either a virgin or the allegations true. Then there's the trendy audio lyric of Meek saying, I hope for me, what do you mean by that? Considering the current situation, you can't help but wonder what really went down with Diddy. Their bond was so tight that Meek even went after 50 Cent for beefing with Diddy's son, Christian. Who on earth comes for 50 Cent, the pettiest dude in the industry?
Which was hilarious, by the way.
50 in his song Pick a Side, and 50 didn't hold back. He fired back on social media, and Meek Mill, jumping in defense, tweeted, because you're federal, the street and Queens know that why you trying to pick on a little boy, your own son hates your guts, LOL.
Shout out to the Con fans, for real. This shit for real. Yeah, no, hell yeah. Puff took the sacrifice, now it's on.
50 Cent, being the savage we know, posted a photo of Diddy and his son alongside his tweet to Meek. He said, now why would you say something like this? Meek, when you know the feds are investigating, is you stupid or is you dumb, LOL? And then he doubled down with another post. You sold 6K copies your last project. You should not be on vacation, still chasing the dream, or embracing the nightmare standing by your man that I respect. Mind you, suspicions about Meek being Diddy's shouty have intensified since then. Even if Meek was fighting the right battle, it was the wrong time and for the wrong person. Diddy's under serious investigation, and with everything piling up, who wouldn't believe that Meek and Diddy had something going on? Now, let's get to the juicy part, that video. The audio has voices of two men, and it's being said that Meek Mill is the one bending. Yet Meek,
the one bending,
is still out here claiming it's all a bot and not him. He even tweeted, "My voice is so powerful as a black man from the ghetto worldwide, they want it gone." A fan replied, "I get the feeling this is real. This is Meek. I'm convinced Meek has a distinct voice, and the only one with that voice that's him. AI can't do that." Another fan added, "Fine.
Let's be honest, AI could do it, but it does sound like Meek. Regardless if it's him or not, it sounds like him."
Since you're not denying it, can we at least get a freestyle to the beat of them cheeks clapping? So, what do you all think? Is this just some elaborate stunt on Meek, or did he really get it from Diddy? And will Diddy's bodyguard drop a video of Diddy putting the smackdown on Meek? Let's dish in the comments. Oh, hun, we're just scratching the surface here. So while Meek's busy tripping over his tweets, let's not forget about that lawsuit brewing in the background. Cue the dramatic music, right? That suit not only threw shade, but also confirmed more than one skeleton in Diddy's Gucci closet. Yo, who needs Netflix when real life serves up entertainment like this? Now,
that's very true. There's a lot of wild stuff going on in the world today. And out here in the Western Hemisphere, this has captivated everything, or everybody, I should say.
Now, in the world of hip hop, loyalty is supposed to be thicker than a Kardashian's contour, but apparently not everyone got the memo. Artists are out here shading each other, spitting diss tracks, and subtweeting like it's their full-time job. It's like watching a real-time soap opera, except with way better soundtracks. Case in point, let's rewind to when Nicki Minaj threw her 2 cents into the ring. Remember the Twitter beef between her and Meek? Good times. She shaded him harder than a palm tree at high noon. And if you think Meek keeps it real in his lyrics, Nicki's not far behind. She's all about airing out her issues live and direct. No subliminals.
That's
just
true, live and direct.
Meanwhile, Diddy must be sweating bullets in his Lux mansion. With the feds sniffing around and his so-called loyal entourage scattering like roaches, it's looking grim. Can you imagine the side chats at industry parties? Everyone's probably sipping on their overpriced cocktails and going, "Can you believe this mess?" with that mix of shock and glee.
Yeah.
And while we're on the topic of drama, let's not forget about the antics of 50 Cent, our industry instigator-in-chief. This man lives for dragging people, and he's been having a field day with the whole Diddy fiasco.
110%.
Every shade, every taunt, he's ringing the bell for round after round. Ain't nobody safe when 50's throwing jabs. Now, there's some buzz about a tell-all book. Yeah, you heard that right. Apparently, someone from Diddy's camp is ready to spill it all. Can you imagine the dish we're gonna get? The behind the scenes at those fancy parties, the contracts, the backstabbing, it's going to be like a bestseller even before it hits the shelves. And girl, let's not forget the queen of media messiness, Wendy Williams. She must have her wigs in a twist over this. You know she's just itching to drag everyone involved on her show.
That's what I'm saying. Wendy Williams be up in here talking about all this stuff now.
If there's one thing Wendy loves, it's a fresh...
Hold on, is Wendy back on TV? Somebody needs to answer that. Is she back on TV? Last I heard, she was in a facility being taken care of because she'd been drinking too much. But is she back on her show? I need to know.
Fresh scandal to sink her teacup into. And this, honey, this is the mother lode. Speaking of media, let's take a moment to appreciate how the blogs are running overtime. TMZ, The Shade Room, even some of the more serious outlets can't resist this juicy scoop. They're all plugged into this drama like it's the last season of a hit series.
Yes.
Because let's be real, who needs fiction when the truth is this wild? So while Meek is busy tweeting and trying to clear his name, he's just feeding the beast. Every denial, every cryptic post is like chum to the sharks. They sense blood in the water and aren't going to let up until there's nothing left but bones. And speaking...
Part of me thinks that Meek Mill is just mentally cooked. This situation, he doesn't know what to do. And so he's just going out there trying to stop people from telling stories, all that kind of stuff. Like even him saying he'd give 100K to find out how his name's involved. Who gives 100? Like, man, if you're, obviously, if you're involved in this stuff. He's throwing out tweets like that as a cover, in my opinion. And like I said, just makes me think that he's, he's a mental midget.
Speaking of bones, has anyone checked on Cassie? You know she's somewhere probably thanking the universe she dodged this bullet. And what's up with the rest of the industry, fam? Jay-Z, Bey, Kanye, they must be sitting back with their popcorn, whispering about how glad they are to not be in this mess. I bet.
But are they not in this mess? We don't know that yet. Part of me thinks they got something to do with it.
There are some serious side-eye moments happening at those Rock Nation brunches right about now. In all this, we've got to wonder about Meek's next move. Is he going to drop a fire mixtape addressing the allegations? Or maybe go full recluse and let the drama die down? Either way, he's got to start playing his cards right because the court of public opinion is a beast and is currently out for blood.
I don't think he's capable. I don't think he's capable of being a recluse. Him responding to all those tweets, responding to random people, like he would have done it already if he was capable.
Let's throw it back to Diddy for a sec. How's he going to salvage his image from this train wreck? You know he's got PR teams working around the clock to spin this. Damage control on this level isn't a game, it's a war room situation with whiteboards, strategy meetings, and probably a few sacrifices to the PR gods. And there we have it, babes. The saga continues, and as always, the tea stays scorching.
Y'all got
Drop
drama.
your thoughts below. Are
The
you Team
saga
Meek, or is Diddy getting
continues.
what's been coming to him? Spill those opinions because you know how it goes. Sharing is caring, especially when it's this juicy.
Sharing is caring, especially when it's that juicy. Look, I'll have the link down to this video below. You can check it out if you want. Give it a like. Like I said in my video the other day, Meek Mill was saying, you know, he doesn't want anything to do with this. He's not involved, whatever he had to say. And quite frankly, it makes him look just a little bit more guilty, you know? Regardless, it'll be very interesting to see what comes out of this situation over the next few months. 2025 gonna be a banger year or what? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. My name is Rich. This has been your 5-minute fix.